Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy bang shit, nigga. They tear their head off, nigga.
I read what Eve did to Adam. I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe to lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact if revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jacob. So Tower War, we gonna run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young pay. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit light. It ain't on who got the gun, it's on who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you don't never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody won't be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions.
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Yeah. Yes. You done? You done? You have to change it. Clap it up. Salam. Yahawashi Shai Barakatah. This is ISUPK Jamaica. ISUPK started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. ISUPK is run by Commanding General YAHANNA, man with the rank and the authority to be the leader of the blacks, Hispanics, and natives. Yahawashi Shai Barakatah to the brothers, Yahawashi Ma'anat and Basham Yahshai to the sisters. Welcome to our Sunday afternoon scripture breakdown. Yeah, you know, according to our topic that we're getting into today, you know, there's a big problem in Jamaica. Paternity fraud is becoming a serious problem in Jamaica, you know. All right. It's becoming a big problem in Jamaica where, how you put it now? All right. What most of our people can relate to when it comes to paternity fraud, other than, you know, a man a minor child that is not his, is when it comes to migration and you have to travel to, say, the US or some other country which requires that you prove that the child is yours. You file for your child. And you have to prove that the child is yours before they allow you to file for that child. Then paternity fraud becomes a big problem to you. The other time paternity fraud becomes a problem is when inheritance. But because most of we have not much for inheritance, then we don't see it as a problem. Or well, every man see it as a problem, you know. The women just damn evil. We just have some evil women basically. Excuse me. Just have when it comes to paternity. But you know, like the scripture says in Ecclesiasticus, you know, tell you that a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. Yeah, we're gonna touch that shortly, but we have some questions to ask still. You know, these women that are should I say engaging in or guilty, these women that are being guilty of paternity fraud. Do what religion are they from? Why is there so much of them doing it? Are they from one particular religion? Is it that their religion set a principle where it doesn't matter what they do? Well, I know that Christianity tell you God love everybody and you know, come as you are and all that. These women that are engaging in paternity fraud, are they married women? Have they done Esau's marriage? Are they women that feel that sex is not marriage? So many questions to ask. But, all right, we're going to play a little video with Ron Moshe talking about it. But there's also one video where somebody is showing you that showing you where, how you put it? It was a DNA testing lab release their findings for last year, 2024. Not even 2023, no, 2024. Right across, and show you by parish which the percentage of tests that they would have done, what percentage come back has been the child not being belonging to the father. You can't believe how this place in Manchester. Yeah, man. I remember growing up in there, you used to hear them with this stupid talk. Oh, we don't got Manchester, we got Galchester. We don't got Mandeville, we got Galdeville. Well, all of you used to go Galdeville a little better. Go take and get pitted down there, no better go take paternity test. Because they have a 70% paternity fraud. Can you believe it? I don't think I can believe it. But I gotta believe it. 70%. All right. We're gonna first play the Ron Moshe. We'll play Ron Moshe says. This is the center stage of what we're dealing with today. I wish I could expand it.
And we may have ignored it for a while and just take it for just a little nice punchline when we're giving jokes or a nice punchline in a song. But we have a problem, and the problem is paternity fraud. aka jacket. We got a jacket problem in Jamaica. You know? Yeah. And many of us going around thinking that the children are ours. I mean, we really check it out, they're not really ours. Hear this, Virgin, you know.
Research found that 30% of Nigerian men are fathering children that are males. Nigerian women rank second highest on paternity fraud in the whole world. And guess who ranks number one?
Who?
Jamaican women have a paternity fraud cuckoldry rate of 62%.
So you see what happened now? It's like we become a laughing stock of the world now. Because Jamaica now, right behind Jamaica is Nigeria. Yeah. Nigeria come back and show you the scamming thing. But we are leading the way upon them with scamming right now. With you want them scamming the men. 62% overall paternity fraud. You know that coming like it's like say every single man in Jamaica now needs to go do a paternity test. You need to do a paternity test to find out if your father is your father, and paternity test to find out if your children are your children. Jesus, please. Yeah. Paternity thing running wild, man. Let me see if there's more. Having problem playing the video.
We got a serious problem in Jamaica. And we may have ignored it for a while and just take it for just a little nice punchline when we're giving jokes. Or a nice punchline.
That is true. It's not a new thing in Jamaica. We know about jacket long time, but like Ran Mushed said, we use it as a punchline. Ran Mushed, by the way, is a radio announcer. I don't remember the radio station, but he's a radio announcer here in Jamaica. One of the more recognized radio announcers here in Jamaica. I said one off. He's not the only one, but one of. I think he's one of the loved radio announcers too. But Ran put this forward, play it because it's a serious thing. Anything when name fraud is always a serious thing. One of the worst fraud you can have is paternity fraud. Paternity fraud is roughly a 18-year sentence. Yeah, man. I have to mind that child till him actually 18 years old, sometimes more than 18. Right? But we have there was a time when who was Prime Minister then? I think it was PJ. Barbara Gludan was the one on air. And I remember Barbara Gludan play it now. It wasn't Barbara Gludan who played. Hey, Shalom, you have a Shimei Shabrakata.
Shalom, Madwani. How about Shimei Shabrakata?
Right. Barbara Gludan time, when she was the at number on radio. The government, all right, paternity test was just starting to take ground in Jamaica at that time. Majority of the men going before the court, being hauled before the court for, we call it in Jamaica, was the picnic maintenance. They were all before the court for picnic maintenance. Person they say, Your Honor, enough me picnic here. You are my mind picnic enough for me. So PJ at the time had made it what make the court them do. Once you say enough for your picnic, it goes straight to paternity testing. I would say DNA testing. All right. And at that time when it first came out, it was paid for by the state. Why is that for me? The court pay for it. It turned out that the court pay for a whole lot of paternity tests. Also, it turns out that 60% of the tests that was done then, it turned out that the men were talking the truth. And that was through the courts. Now, this result here, it would not only be court, but it would have been like court, man want to know if for them picnic, migration, you know, so on and so forth. But the result is still high, 62%. Motherfucker get 2% higher than a couple years ago because it's a problem that has never really been addressed. The authorities has never really seek to address it. You know, you make women get away with this thing. So, but the next side to this thing, you know. Remember when women start push for women's rights and more this and more that for women. But shouldn't those things change this paternity thing? It get worse. The other question too is why Jamaica? Why is Jamaica the highest out of in the world? Why is it so? All right, finish Ronnie now.
Line in a song, but we have a problem, and the problem is paternity fraud, aka jacket. We got a jacket problem in Jamaica. You know? Yeah, and many of us going around thinking that the children are ours. I mean, we really check it out; they're not really ours. Hear this, Virgin, you know.
Research found that 30% of Nigerian men are fathering children that are theirs. Nigerian women rank second highest on paternity fraud in the whole world. And guess who ranks number one? Jamaican women have a paternity fraud cuckoldry rate of 62%. You're more likely to get someone else's kid than your own. You're banging up in Jamaica.
I laugh after we were on the world, Jamaican man. You know, say one time, Jamaican man was the envy of the world with the other man them, cause you know the girls them used to tell, oh, with this and with that and with nice, and nobody can do it like a Jamaican man. Yeah, but now we become a laughing stock right now. They say we are paternity fraud. It's a big thing right now.
And the thing about paternity fraud is that it's not a case where the men create the paternity fraud. It's solely a woman, and as a solely thing. But it's generally a woman thing. The woman deciding who should go and give. But women have to take some responsibility too. Yeah. Because I don't want to lay down with every damn thing where I don't need to leave the chicken head close with the woman them alone. You know why they call them clothespin? You know clothespin, Officer Arayala?
Salaki, sir, I can't hear you, sir.
Clothespin, you know clothespin?
La, sir.
When you wash your clothes and pin your clothes on the line.
Can't.
Where you use and pin it on the line.
Close peg.
Yeah, that's a name that they give to the woman, the easy woman, them, you know. They call them clothespin. When in Jamaica, really clothespin, we say, you know, a clothes peg in it, but it's clothespin, we call it. That's a common name. You know why they call them clothespin?
Nah, sir. Yeah, because they're coming like cling film.
No. How you open a clothespin?
I don't kind of get you, sir.
How you open a clothespin?
You pinch the top.
You squeeze the top. Yes, so they call them clothespin. As you squeeze them head, then leg open.
God, what?
Yes.
Oh God.
That's one name they give to them easy woman there. Married or unmarried? Clothespin head. And another name they give them chicken head.
Chicken head is worldwide, sir.
That's worldwide, right? Yeah. So many women, you know, will follow the dance of daggering. And I mean, where do you lay the blame? Because paternity jacket, that a name that has been around in Jamaica before dancehall even gets so popular.
God on God, long.
It probably coming from slavery. Maybe not. Maybe it coming from the Most High punishment on us for giving the world Rastafarianism. We give the world a religion when we should be uniting the world. Yeah, sorry, uniting blacks, Hispanics, and native. So close Rasta come to the truth. Then come close now. Well, then come a little closer than the Christians because they start discovering. They realize that no, Christ can't be white because the Bible never says so, and all that, so on and so forth. You know, they start digging the Bible. And then the next thing you know, then draw it to the Africans.
Right.
So why do I say that? Give me Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus 26. And I think about 23.
God on God, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Right. So why is it so? Hold on, give me a minute. Yeah, Salakia. Right. So it says, a wicked woman is given as the portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that fear the Lord. So, you know, that's why I'm saying, you know, we the men have to go take some of the blame because if we were God-fearing, this wouldn't reach, you know. So if nobody, there's not another nation in blacks, Hispanics who love jump on top about them God-fearing like Jamaicans. If you love God, put up your hand in the year. If we were really God-fearing, we wouldn't got so much jacket.
Right.
Right? Plus, that's one. Two, the woman we choose to lie down with. We choose to lie down with the woman who either have other man. We don't care if they have other man or so. But as to how you do the percentage blame now, because the woman have to take majority of the blame. If I meet a woman I don't necessarily know that she have a man. Now you see why in the truth we give you the 6 month to a year rule.
Right.
Because during that time you will know if she have a man or not. Give her 6 months. And you will know if she have a man or she don't have a man. Right? But most times, you know, a close spin, so you want to squeeze in and walk the leg quick. And then what happens is either you get the jacket or the man who she live with get the jacket. I don't know if I can say the economy is to be blamed too, but I would give the economy a certain percentage of the blame as well. Because a lot of the women who have other man is because of economics. But in all things, the Most High gave us some rules which no economics are mentioned in that. And give us rules to follow. If we follow them, He will set things in order for us. Right? And some of those rules has to do with the way in which we, well, one in particular, this topic we're talking about marriage, basically. He gave us rules in marriage. There's another video which is out, you know. I'll play this other video. This one show, you know, this one, where is it? This one show you the percentage. This one show you the percentage across the 14 parishes where how the paternity fraud lie within across the island, right? Right, Officer Arayala, you hear me? All right, so watch this one now.
It's done by 876. DNA, you know.
Right, this is our statistics released, let me say, in TikTok here by a company named 876 DNA test. As you know, 876, that's Jamaica's era code. What now? Over here, so now, this here is the parish of St. Thomas. 50%. Right beside it here is Kingston and St. Andrew. 50%. Above St. Thomas, up this side is Portland. 50%. St. Mary beside him, 50%. St. Catherine, 55%. To go across. Oh yeah, move too fast, man. All right, this end of the island now. This one here is, this down here would be Westmoreland. Westmoreland have 44%. Above Westmoreland is Hanover with, damn, 60%. So if you come from Hanover, DNA test is a must. Beside Hanover, you have St. James with 54. Beside Westmoreland, you have St. Elizabeth, right here, down the bottom here, down south, with 45. Beside St. James, you have St. Anne's with 40%.
So, just want to say.
All right. Beside St. Anne's, all right, so this is St. Mary. This will be St. Anne. Okay, besides St. Anne is Trelawney, 40%. Down the bottom here, now you have Kingston and St. Andrew, 50, something like 50%. St. Catherine, 55, Clarendon, 59. Mandeville have the highest. Manchester right here beside St. Catherine, beside Clarendon. Clarendon have the little appendix down here, so almost 60%.
So like your other one, which parish is the highest?
Manchester with 70%.
What?
Manchester, capital Mandeville. You remember you used to talk about man who say, oh, I got Mandeville, you know. Girl, we go. Well, the girl, them go to 70% I want to get jacket. Man, Tigo be over this other side.
You live out Galchester.
Right.
70%. Dog, that's no say. You need to do DNA, though. Yeah, bro.
All right. St. James is up here, so it's 54. St. James is where Montego Bay is. Where they say, oh, I got Montego Bay, we got Galtigo Bay. Well, 54% I want to get jacket. Hanover, right next to Montego, to St. James, follow with 60%. Now this gives you overall 62% paternity fraud across the island. What you know that say have the lowest now? Like Westmoreland with 44.
Oh, that you out there?
No. Saying this will be St. Anne's, no, Trelawney with 40%. Yeah.
It is not yours. Lucy Hanover. 60.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom, sir.
Shalom.
What are we looking at here?
Looking at
jacket.
It's bad, and that's to show you how we don't move away from our culture, and we don't take it on another people culture.
That has given us 62% average.
Right. Yeah,
62%. 62% of women in Jamaica are clothespin.
Yeah. Right. No. You went over with the marriage. Come from I send you a document. You could pull it up and read it.
What to send it on?
On WhatsApp.
Let me see.
On WhatsApp.
All right.
Seeing it?
Cancel.
All right.
It's the same one. Both of them is the same thing.
Yeah, but one I think you can see it better.
Yeah, the bottom one. Right.
Yeah. So read that for me.
All right.
All right. Well, let me see if I can pull it up by the time.
Where you want to start?
The top of the page. Just read it.
Okay. Top of the page.
Yeah.
The Julian marriage laws.
Go ahead. Right. So the Julian marriage law has to deal with what? Has to deal with Rome. Right?
Rome, right.
Now, if you take it all the way back with Rome, Rome was created from Romulus and who? Remus. Right?
Remus.
And there's a story, you know what I mean? It's myth. I think it's right in here to give you the story. Right? But let's read the Julian marriage law first.
Julian marriage law in 18 BC. The Emperor Augustus turned his attention to social problems at Rome.
Right, it's social problems, and that's what's going on in Jamaica right now. It is social problems, and it's created from this. You understand? So now, brothers, you know what I mean, only getting informed after years, after the baby done, you know what I mean, 2-3 years, they done father a child that is not theirs, and now it's creating a social problem. Now brothers don't trust what? Sisters. So now guess what? As soon as that baby pop out, if that baby don't hire big toe, guess what? You start questioning that woman. The baby don't have your nose, your ears, your eyes. You start questioning the woman. When back then, you wouldn't have to do that based on what? Your culture, if you follow your culture according to the Bible. Right? You all know what was marriage according to the Bible? How do we perform marriage according to the Bible? Ariel, you want to take a shot at it? How we did marriage according to the Bible?
Salakia, sir. When a man and a woman lay together, sir.
Right. So that's sex. Sex is marriage according to the Bible. No. What? Okay. If you had to describe, or teach a young man, right, about marriage, how would you describe how we did it in our culture according to the Bible? So we know sex is marriage, but there's that's like sealing the deal. But before you seal the deal, what takes place?
Salakia, sir, for me.
You'd have to go to the woman's father.
Yeah. And do what?
You know what I mean? And then you ask him if you can, you know what I mean, get him daughter to be your wife, and then he would decide.
How you all say it in Jamaica?
Like a dowry.
Yeah, how you all say it in Jamaica? You reason with the father, right? You sit down and hold a reason with him pertaining to you wanting to do what? Marry his daughter, right? Go on.
Extravagance.
You mean like asking permission?
Huh? Okay, not well, it's about asking permission, but at the same time too, it's more like you all negotiating this transaction. That's why, you know what I mean, according to the Bible, marriage is really between who? Marriage is between who?
It's like you said, the man and the father.
Yeah, that's it. The man and the father.
Man and the woman.
No, man and the father. Of course, yes, the woman has to, you know what I mean, sex is marriage. Marriage is between a man and a woman. But this marriage, this whole marriage thing, right? You have to go sit down and speak to that father first. Why? Because the Lord sets it up in that way, because you are now taking that father's what? That father's help. Right? That girl was helping the father around the house do different things. She could have been working, bringing in help for the father. Who knows? Right?
So, like how we have protocol now, and our protocol is devised from the scriptures,
yes,
and our precepts. So we have a 6-month period of courting. So we know that the woman isn't a cheat, she isn't an adulteress, and she isn't up to no good, things that are no good and an abomination to the Most High God. In these times of past aforetime, would we have the same? Would our people do the same thing? Would there be a courting period, or would we approach the father and just ask for his daughter's hand in marriage and take it from there within days or weeks? So would there be a courting period?
Okay, there would be a courting period, as you know. You know how we are, our society. We're not like the so-called oppressor, where the way he does things, right? You know, cavemen. They hit a woman over the head, drag up by her hair, and marry her. We don't do that. You understand? We talk, we smooth talk. We court the woman. So there is a courting process, right? And the Lord puts it in a way where, like rules, in a way where if the father didn't like the man, there's rules in there that tells you that the man has to pay the father if he went behind the father back and did it. You understand? Like we have, the Bible really lays out, how we're supposed to go about dealing with marriage. And the reason for that is because it's very important. For a sister she has one shot for her entire life. One shot at it. You understand? For her entire life. A man, he has as many shots as he wants. Now, to put that in perspective, because of that, a man just can't go willy-nilly, and wherever hole he find, he decide to go, put his rod. That is not what the marriage laws and rules is about. You understand? It's about us doing things righteously. You understand? So now you have sex with your sister. Let's get you all went to Exodus already?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet? Okay, so go to Exodus 22 and 16, right? Now read a little more of this Julian law. I think it's not just social.
All right. Extravagance and adultery were widespread.
What? Extravagance and what?
Adultery.
What's taking place right now? Like they try to make rules to counteract this, but this is actually happening in our society right now.
Right.
There's widespread adultery taking place. Like people think adultery is only when, and that's why it's so evil, right? What do black people consider adultery? Come on.
If I had a rib and she was in the club or the bar and she gave a brother a phone number, I would consider that adultery.
No, okay, yeah, that's you, but by book that ain't adultery, right? But I talk about brothers and sisters in the world. What do they consider adultery?
Oh, Khan. Salakia, sir. When a man cheats on his wife and when a wife cheats on her husband.
Yeah, give me a little more. Give me a little more. How do come on?
When a man cheats on a woman with any woman, and the woman cheats on a man and her man with a married man. As a matter of fact, it's not considered adultery unless they go before the pastor and do them thing.
Now you're getting it.
If they don't do Esau marriage, they don't consider it adultery.
They don't. What do they consider it?
Bun.
Or cheating. You understand? People in the world consider adultery only if the two parties already married.
Right.
From the church. But if they are not married, they just consider cheating. When cheating is adultery, right? That is adultery, right. Cheating. You have a man, right? You don't have to be married to him, right? On paper, I'm talking about, right?
Right.
But if you go and have sex with another man, right? Then you will be considered adulterer according to the Bible. That's why we need a base, right? We need something like a foundation to build what marriage is, because the church has confused what marriage really is according to the Bible. The church has said what? That marriage is when a man and a woman walk down the aisle and the priest recites something that's not even in the Bible and join them together. So let's get Exodus first to show that marriage is between basically, you going to the Father and making it and sex.
So
come on.
One cancer. This is the book of Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. And it says, and if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
No. The woman first has to be what? Betrothed to him, meaning she cannot belong to any other man. She's not courting anybody else. Right? The first thing. So read that part over again and stop at the comma.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed,
right? She's not betrothed. She doesn't belong to anybody else, and does what?
And lie with her. He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Right. He shall surely endow her to be his wife. You understand?
His wife.
That is what? You hear any preacher in that? Is there any preacher in that? Ain't no preacher in that. You want more proof there? No preacher in that? Go to Genesis 24 and 67. Go to Genesis 24 and 67.
Shalom Khan, the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 27.
No, 67. 67.
Chapter 24 and 27 from sir.
No. Say that one time.
Shalom Khan.
It's Genesis.
The book of Genesis.
24 and 67.
The book of Genesis.
67 Officer Ariana. 67.
Shalom Khan.
Yeah, Salakia.
Shalom Khan. The book of Genesis. The book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. And Isaac was, and he loved her.
No, say that part. He took her into a tent.
And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah.
Was a priest there? Was a priest in the tent?
He's lost, sir.
Yeah, ain't no priest in the tent. Ain't nobody was walking down no aisle. Right? He went into that tent and did what?
Right. And took Rebekah.
Go ahead.
And she became his wife.
And how he could take a woman in the tent
and he loved her
and make her wife, make her his wife. How can he do that? The only logical answer he could give me is sex. That's the only logical answer. Right? And that's in the Bible. Sex is marriage. And a lot of these sisters do not understand this. A lot of these brothers do not understand it. It's disgusting to go and have sex with another man, woman. It's disgusting. You a man, and you have a woman, and some other man go sleep with your woman. The Lord look at it as being what? Disgusting. And the Lord set rules in there for people who wants to live like that type of life. Now you have what? You have a ton of what? STDs.
STIs, sir.
Yeah, STIs. You understand? A ton of them. Now you can get AIDS, syphilis, gonorrhea, or gonorrhea. You understand? Like there's a ton of diseases that you can get from sex, which lets you know what? Sex is something very serious. You have to take sex serious. And what else you can get from sex? You can get jackets. You can get jackets.
Right.
And now, okay, You being a man, right? You being a man. What's going to stop all these jackets from happening? What's going to stop all these jackets from happening? Come on.
By taking your own a wife and keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God.
That's right. I'll take that. But let's say, okay. Let's say a woman gave you a jacket, but you didn't find out until that child was 8 years old. What should you do as a man? What should you do as a man?
So lucky, sir, you have to leave her.
You have to what? Say that one more time. Kia one.
You have to leave her.
Why?
So lucky, sir. Never delay, sir. The internet really choppy, sir. So lucky.
Do you all want me to
so lucky, sir. You have to leave her, because if you go back to that woman now, you'll be committing adultery.
Yes. Once you find that out.
No, it's from my end, sir. On my end.
Okay.
From my end, sir.
Okay, no sir.
Having some internet problems, sir. So lucky.
Once you find out you get that jacket, bye-bye. Ain't your problem no more. Now, the next woman you get, you better make sure and you choose wisely. You understand? That's going to stop a whole lot of jackets. The problem is you got these men who done give these family 8 years and then decide, you know what? I'm going to take this responsibility on. I'm going to do this. That's why it's continuing and it's getting out of hand. You understand? Because brothers are not doing what?
Right.
What are brothers not doing? What are brothers not doing?
They're not divorcing her.
I'll take that. Which means what? They're not following what this Bible lay down.
Right.
Why? Because the preacher is going to tell you what? What the preacher going to tell you?
Forgive her.
Yeah, forgive her. Forgive her. Preacher going to be, she did that 8 years ago. You've been with her. You're going to have to forgive her. To hell with that, brother. To hell with that. You find that out. For the day you find that out is the day you're going to have to pack up and leave. Or else you're going to get another jacket. I guarantee you. You're going to get another jacket. And before you know it, some of these brothers done get what? Like 4 jackets, or 3 jackets? That's crazy. You understand? You're gonna have to leave. Right? No. Give me your price. Price lay down. Give me Matthew, I think it's 19. Give me Matthew 19. And let's start, I think, at 5. Right?
Con.
And before we start there, read a little bit again. About that one.
All right. Among the upper classes, so adultery were widespread among the upper classes. Marriage was increasingly infrequent, and many couples who did marry failed to produce offspring. Augustus, who hoped thereby to elevate both the morals and the numbers of the upper classes in Rome, and to increase the population of native Italians in Italy, enacted laws to encourage marriage and having children.
You understand? Like, because why? Because to them, a woman was just to do what? Procreate. But boys was to have fun. Men was to have fun with. Why? Because men couldn't get pregnant. You understand? And now these Romans had to put things in place so that what? Their population don't do what? Don't go down. And now, here we are today. We living like Romans. We're living like them right now. Why? Because we took on their culture. We took on the culture they gave us. If we took on the culture of this Bible, brother, there will be no jackets.
Right.
There'll be no jackets.
That's right.
Right? Now, go to I think about that one. Skip down. Right, skip down.
How far down?
Where it talks about you can start where it says speech of the censor Quintus Cecilius.
Men must marry. Rome 131 BC. Speech of censor Quintus Cecilius Martillus Macedonicus. About the law requiring men to marry in order to produce children.
And now you understand, which means what? These Romans not going by what? The Bible. It's just like today, they're not going by the Bible. What they say marriage is? They say what? 2 men can get married. You can marry someone of the same sex. They are not going by the laws of the Bible. But me and you have to go by the laws of the Bible. We have to, or else our society is going to do what? Deteriorate in morality. You understand? Or because of immorality, our society is going to deteriorate. And now you're going to have men hating their women, women hating their men. And once that starts happening, what's the next thing? Now interracial marriage starts taking place. And now it makes it even worse. You understand? And because of that, we start hating each other. So now our brother, he becomes successful in the oppressor's empire. He doesn't choose a sister that was in the dirt with him, just like him. He chooses a what? An oppressor. He chooses what? An African or a Chinese, right? To now go start a family. When according to the Bible, all of that is illegal according to the Bible. You can't go start a family with some woman of another race or some man of another race.
Right.
That's a crime against God. And I could show it in the Bible. We all know that, right? So now read a little bit of that again. About that one.
Yes, Shalom Yabashim Shakta. Yan ang audio problem na.
Huh?
I said my audio na. Yeah.
Okay.
I was in here. Yeah.
Yeah, you good now? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I showed you it as the same thing too. They just don't. It just not. How to put it? It's not in the public like it is with Jamaica. Son, but it's there.
Right.
Why? Because it's a bunch of Christians living on both islands, and they believe in the same. They have the same doctrine when it comes to marriage. Same exact doctrine. Right? Read a little bit again about that one.
According to Livy, in 17 BC, Augustus read out this speech, which seemed written for the hour in the Senate in support of his own legislation encouraging marriage and childbearing. And it goes, if we could survive without a wife, citizens of Rome, all of us would do without that nuisance.
You understand? They look at having a woman act as being a what?
Nuisance.
A nuisance. Remember, one of them Roman Empire marry a horse and all. Why? Because that horse could only neigh. It can't talk back. You understand what I was? But that woman, boy, I mean, that is the oppressor for you. If he could survive without a woman, he would. But read on.
But since nature has so decreed that we cannot manage comfortably with them, nor live in any way without them, we must plan for our lasting preservation rather than for our temporary pleasure.
You understand? What does it mean by temporary pleasure?
Talking about the moment of sexual intercourse.
Yeah. To them is just what? A temporary what? Pleasure. The Bible is totally opposite what this man is saying right now in this speech. You understand? This ain't temporary. This is what? You have sex with a woman is for life. Ain't nothing temporary about that. You understand? Read on.
Marriage in ancient Rome. Marriage in ancient Rome was a strictly monogamous institution. A Roman citizen by law could have only one spouse at a time.
One spouse at a what?
Time.
At a time. So what is that leaving space for?
Divorce.
Divorce. But now, let's read what Christ had to say.
The divorce.
Matthew 19.
The book of Matthew chapter 19 verse 5. And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
And they shall be what? One flesh.
One
Meaning what?
flesh.
Meaning what?
They will be bonded, that one.
You're right, but give me a little more. You're right, but what? Don't get me wrong, you're right. But I need a little more so brothers and sisters could understand this one flesh. Right? Does it mean because you eat ketchup, she had to like ketchup too?
No, sir.
That doesn't mean that.
It means, Salaki, if I may, it means that they're on the same page. The woman knows that she's tied and bonded to the man, and she will have no other.
That's it. They're on one page, meaning they what? They agree. You know what I mean? With the big picture, they agree. You understand? There ain't no disagreements. When she comes in that door,
right.
Enemy is not the man. When he comes in, the enemy shouldn't be the what? The woman. You understand? Right. They now become what? Because of sex, they become what? One. So now, when you're making my sandwich, I don't want any mustard on it, baby. No sweat. Small. It seems small. You understand? But at least you all could what? Sit down and do what? And discuss things and come to what? One agreement. With the man calling the what? Who calls the shot? The man. Yeah, the man, right?
Right.
He has the what? The last say. Why does he have the last say? Why?
Calling the shot.
Yeah. Why? Why does he have the last say? Because you know some women, they don't want that. You don't spread eagle for this man. He can have the last
Salaki,
call.
sir, for me.
Come on.
Salaki, sir, for me. Because the man is the head of the household. They have a saying in the UK that the man wear the trousers. So it's because in
Yes,
just
I'll
like you
take
said,
that.
because the man is the head of the house.
Yes, I'll take that ark. But there's somewhere else again. That we somehow forget to tie into marriage. Where else again we forget to tie into marriage? Where else again?
That sex is marriage.
Okay, yes, but I'm talking about the order, the things in the house. So remember, there's scriptures, a scripture also that say what? For you to destroy the house, you have to do what? You must first do what?
Bind the strong man.
Yes, you have to bind this strong man. The reason why the oppressor was able to come into our home, whether it be in England, whether it be in the Caribbean, whether it be in America, is because he came in and did what? Destroy that structure that we had.
That's right.
You understand? He came and took the strong man out. He bound the strong man, not with what? Not with fetters of iron, but with his laws. You understand? With his policies. You understand? Right? But we look at it biblical, it's a reason why biblical, the man was put in charge.
But sir, you know, according to the document that I'm reading from the time of Greece, they have done that in a bound the strong man.
You're right.
Yeah, it goes far back.
Give me Genesis. Give me Genesis 2 and right. Hold on. Genesis 2 and 16.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse.
It's 3. Sorry, 3. Genesis 3.
3 and 16 on one.
Yes, 3 and 16.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 16.
And now this is after what? After Eve done what? Disobeyed the Lord and went and took it to who? To Adam. Right? What was Adam not supposed to do? Adam was supposed to what? Disobey his wife and say, no, we was not supposed to read that. Why you went and read what you was not supposed to read? The Lord tell us not to do it. Why you disobeyed the Lord? Instead, Adam did what?
Obeyed her.
So he followed his wife. He followed his rib.
He obeyed her. Adam would have been what you call today a what? What you all call them? The men who listen to girls.
A
what?
girl club.
A girl clown. You understand? He'd have been, yo, you doing what? Or she tell you, or they tell you what? What Movado say? Like, he ain't gonna wash no girl panty, excuse my language. You understand? Right? Right? Adam will be the one, you know what I mean, with on the scrubbing board, with the drawers. You understand? Right? And he was not supposed to be like that. Right? Now read Genesis 3 and 16.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
Right? So the Lord telling the woman that what? Because of what you did, I'm going to what? You're going to have pain. When you're supposed to have joy, I'm going to give you what? Pain. I'm going to give you pain. All these animals, them cows, Them cows make young ones are calves. You ever hear a cow screaming around the place?
La.
Right? You see a doctor behind the cow getting the cow epidural? No. But a black woman without that epidural, she is breaking your hand. She's going to break your hand. You hold her while she is making a child. And she'll be screaming and tears will be coming down her face because it's pain. She's getting ripped open. You understand? Right? Read on.
God. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband.
And what?
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
Desire, meaning what?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Meaning she will only desire to the things that her husband desires.
Yes, that's the burden she has to take on right now because of Eve. Because she does not have that ability a man have. You understand? Where a man could do what? What is a man? One of them, greatest purpose in a household to do what?
It's like you say for me.
Come on.
Provide, sir.
Okay, not so much. I ain't gonna say provide because these women out here are gonna think what? What these women gonna think? They're
gonna like think you said that they don't have to work.
Yes. So you provide. Not okay.
Protect.
Say that one time.
Protect.
Protection. Yeah. So somebody kicking that door. Guess what? You mightn't be what the world will call or the oppressor will call the breadwinner, meaning you might be the one working for the most money in the household. Right? But anything comes through that door, you front and center, you don't have to meet it. You understand? Protection and what again? What again?
So like you say for me.
Yes, sir. Leadership.
Leadership. What again?
Order.
Order. And with order comes what? Starts with a D.
Discipline.
Discipline. You understand? Right. Them children, you want to know why them children wild in them schools? Because they done found a way to get the father out of the house. So they ain't got discipline at home. You realize your household, you with your kids, you want to know why they're different to those kids in the school? Why you don't protect them against these kids in the school? Why? Because they don't have a father like you at home. Huh?
That's right.
They don't. Mommy trying to do two jobs. Mommy is mommy and daddy, and that will never work for a woman. You understand? That will never work. It's just like a, you know what I mean? Like they like to say we're a team, but when a woman say we're a team, guess who she is in her mind? She's the captain. You understand? When the Bible switch it all the way around, you and the captain,
right?
The captain.
He's the captain.
I don't care if he on drugs.
Yeah.
If he's on drugs, you try and clean him up. That's your job.
Right.
You understand? You knew that before you opened your leg for him. You knew
right.
that before. It's like you going and buy a used car and expecting it to run like a brand new one. It might break down on you. It might break down. What are you gonna do? You're gonna kick the car and leave it on the side of the road? No. You try to take it to the mechanic to try and get what? The problem taken care of.
That's right.
Right? Well, you try to get your man in this school and you're gonna see we're gonna fix him. You better listen to him. You understand? You better be the best woman, you know what I mean, you could be for him. And don't be what I call them Hona woman across there in Jamaica.
The what?
Them women, them yeah, they know about that so up. Them adulterers.
Oh.
They call them what? Sluts?
Butter ears.
What?
Butter ears, butter foot.
Rubber tail.
You understand? And Ariella, what do call them women that don't commit adultery on the man?
Well,
true name is Wicked Girl, sir.
Commit adultery on their man, sir.
Yeah, what name you will give them? Because I know Israel gives everybody a name. Everybody.
Right.
In the UK, we call them skets, sir.
Yeah, skeggy rag, scatel. Yeah.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
You know, where you draw a heavy point in the early is now, where you say that, you know, these women on a whole only have one shot at it, and by reading this Genesis 3:16 here, and you know, seeing that their desire, it shows that, you know, they really have one shot at it. And you know, because the white man or oppressor doctrines and philosophy, you know, it show how you know the Bible real, and it bring it straight back to Genesis, because now when he come with the marriage ring and, you know, that ceremony, and they think that, you know, a ring is marriage, it shows how easily, you know, manipulated that you know, the black woman could be manipulated and you know, dragged, you know, to a low state, and lost that desire, and understand that her shot is to have that desire towards the husband. And if she lose that shot now you hear the names on them that, you know, brothers bringing up, Sketel, Squallywag, all these. So you hear that? That ain't even a good look. And again, it shows how these records really, you know, real. Yes,
Yeah. You're right. And we bringing that back. You know what I mean?
Right.
We bringing that back on Command Major YAHANNA. These sisters are going to become princess. That's why when a sister comes into the school, she's considered what? A virgin. You understand?
Right.
She's considered that. Why? Because now she became somebody what? Brand new. She starts over.
Right.
That's the only way you could stop jackets are. We're gonna have to change. We're gonna have to become somebody brand new. You know how some people are gonna be like, well, I want you to love me for, you know what I mean, just the way I am. That garbage cannot fly.
Right.
You understand? Well, so suppose me and you here, why? Because your man done leave you because you done gave my jacket. So I'm gonna love you just the way it is. So I must expect a jacket also too. No, no, it can't work like that. You gonna have
more experience.
Huh?
She will be more experienced by that time.
You understand?
So you gotta get best with it.
No, yeah, I ain't tolerating that according to the Bible. No, read on. Finish this to me. And thy desire shall be what?
Kan shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Yes, he's going to rule over thee. Why? Because it's a reason why the serpent went to who?
The woman.
The woman. You understand? He didn't go to Adam. If he had went to Adam, Adam would have done what? Saying, yo, what the hell you talking about? I ain't reading jack squat. What the hell you talking about? Get away from me. But these women are, That's why most of your churches are designed for who? Who likes flowers? Who likes things looking, nice? Who likes that? Woman. Your church are designed to attract women. And these girl clong, they do what? They follow women into the church. You understand? You understand? Right? When it should be what? You should be what? Now we ain't going to no church. To do what? To learn about what? We ain't learning nothing the Lord said to do in the church. Nothing. The pastor just had a child with another man, woman in the church. The pastor tell the man to forgive her. Don't leave her. What the hell is that? Where's that in the Bible to forgive her? Don't leave her. If a woman commits adultery, you are to divorce her. You're going to have to. Or else you'll be thinking day and night. What you think you'll be thinking day and night when you see that woman walk past? Or you're getting an argument? What do you think you'll be thinking about? I wonder who she's thinking about. She's thinking about me or him. You understand? I wonder when she gets angry and turn her phone off and she doesn't come home, is she by him? She might be right outside in the garage, just upset with you. But your mind goes where? Your mind goes to where she was. That's why the Lord tell you to do what? You won't have to divorce her.
Right.
You're going to have to divorce her. That is not going to work. It's not. It will never work. A woman that horn on you, that done go on and commit adultery on you, that marriage is ended the day she did it. The day she did it, you might not have found out 5 years after. But that day she commits adultery on you, your marriage ended. But you didn't know. You learned 5 years after. Now it's your turn to end it. She ended it 5 years before. You understand?
Right.
Hey, it's like you, sir.
Come on.
Everything should, that, and plus it going to destroy you if you stay with her, because everything she does, you are going to question.
That's what I'm saying.
Every single thing. Not just only in terms of if she's with the man or what. But if she said to you, say, I want you to go down, I want you to go do so and so for me. The first thing you're going to think, what's she up to?
Yep.
It erodes all trust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's a demon going to come on you.
Yep. Right. No, go back to Matthew.
God on God, the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 5. And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
Mm-hmm. Read on.
God on God. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh.
Mm-hmm.
What therefore Yahweh has joined together, let not man put asunder.
Right. So now what okay, why Christ has to say this? Why do you think he have to say this? What you think they was trying to do? What were the Sadducees and Pharisees trying to do?
They are trying to keep Julian law, marriage law. Remember that law has been around before Christ, sir.
Yes, but I'll take that. And you know why I will take that is because Christ has to explain what? What is Christ trying to explain to them?
Divorce.
Yeah. Come on.
So that marriage is a forever thing, sir.
Yes, that is it right there. That's what you need. Marriage is something that's forever. Having sex with a woman and marrying her is forever. And Christ was trying to lay that down. Christ was trying to explain that to them. Right? Read on. Read a little bit more again.
God. They say unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away?
Right? So why did Moses do it? Why did Moses do it?
Do what?
Read one more time.
God. They say unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away?
Why did Moses do it?
Because the evilness of our hearts.
You gotta give him a little more. You gotta explain this to these young men, to these young sisters.
Well, the next option would be to unalive her.
That's it. Right. Because we were fighting. People were getting hurt over it. Women were losing their life. Men was losing their life. Or you angry at me? Or I know exactly what to put in your food to make sure you go to sleep forever. Right. You understand? You know much you know what I mean? You know what stories you would hear of a woman trying to poison her man, her husband, because she's trying to get out of the marriage, or the man beating the woman, abusing her. You understand? Like Moses was trying to do what? Moses was trying to do what? What was Moses trying to do?
Save life.
Yes, he was trying to keep the peace. Just trying to keep the peace. Read on.
God. He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hearts of you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so.
You understand? Christ is laying it down. Like you just can't put away a wife for what? Anything. You cannot do that. Like most of us be trying to, meet a woman in the club, and then the next day or the couple day after, we're trying to marry the woman. You understand? And then get to realize after a week, this woman can't cook. She ain't cooking. She ain't doing nothing. Well, I don't get what I need. Time to what? Leave. You saying it in your head, but how do you go about plotting to leave? You start doing what? What you start doing?
Look, if I may, sir. Thinking or looking for excuses.
Yeah, which means you start doing what? You'll start doing what? Arguing. You'll start arguing. The toilet seat up. Could you please put the toilet seat down when you're finished? B, why have to put the toilet seat down? Your hand, you have no hand to pick it up? You'll get an argument over a toilet seat. Is it really about a toilet seat? Are we really talking about a toilet seat?
Yeah.
No. You understand? Like, your plot is arguments start taking place. I'm tired of all this argument. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I think we need some space away from each other. But Christ is saying what? It was not like that. What? From what? The beginning. It ain't like that. You understand? It was never supposed to be like that. Right? Read on.
Khan. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication,
except it be
and
for
shall
what?
marry, except it be for fornication.
So now, what is fornication? What does your pastor tell you about fornication? Hey, K1, look up marriage in the Zondervan. What does your pastor say fornication is?
So like you say for me.
Come on.
We say fornication is filthy sex, but I'm not sure what the pastor calls fornication.
So like you say.
Come on.
Pastor calls sex before marriage fornication.
Yes.
Before decent marriage.
Before, okay. You see like how you meet a woman, I mean, in the mall. You meet a woman in the mall, right? You have sex with her the next 2 days or next week. The church calls that fornication. Because you did not go down the aisle and marry this woman. You understand? The pastor calls that fornication, right? And let's say you're married to the woman, right? Pastor calls what fornication? Adultery, right? When fornication in the Bible covers what? Not just adultery, but what? All unlawful sex.
Right.
All unlawful sex. And this has to deal with what? This is dealing pertaining to who?
The wife.
Yes, the woman. You understand? A woman, you walk in and your woman is in the room, right? With some other woman, it's done. That's fornication. You understand? It's done. Fornication. She tell you, yeah, I had, you know what I mean, me and such and such. Yeah, we laid in, you know what I mean, we had sex. It's a done deal, you're done. You're outside. You walk in there, she with a man, it's done. You understand? She in the bed with, you know what I mean, they're using these poor dogs now. Them dogs. It's what? It's done. That's unlawful sex. You can't have sex with animals. You can't have same sex. You understand? And you can't go have sex with some other man when you already have a man. Those things will be considered what? Fornication. You get married, man, in the Bible, is on the van.
Can one cancel?
Go ahead.
Can one can? Marriage is an intimate personal union to which a man and a woman consent, consummated, and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse.
Right? It's what? It's nourished by what?
Sexual intercourse.
Yes, that's one thing you have to realize with marriage. So you can't be holding sex away from your woman. A woman can't be holding sex away from her man as a form of as her form of trying to punish you. You understand? You can't do that. You understand? You can't do that unless it's agreed. You understand? But you shouldn't. You should get counsel first. You should talk to your camp leader first if you want to go down that road. You understand? Right? But marriage is you having sex with that woman. What?
Done. Slovakia. Nourished by sexual intercourse. Slovakia. Continuous nourished by sexual intercourse.
Yes, read on.
That one can. And perfected in a lifelong partnership of mutual love and commitment.
Right. Does it have there anything about signing a paper?
Last.
You understand? Like, you could go sign the paper. If you don't have sex, that marriage is not what?
Not binding, sir.
Yes, it's nullified. You understand? It's nullified. Totally nullified. Which lets you know the people who put these laws in writing on the books, they knew that what? According to the Bible, sex is marriage. They knew it. They knew it. Because this is what Christ is saying here. Read what Christ is saying again in Matthew.
Can. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery.
Right? Who commits adultery here?
The man or the one.
Yes. And how does he commit adultery?
Slovakia, sir. By leaving his wife.
Yes, you can't leave your wife for no reason. Remember when you brought up if your wife got a number from some man in some club, right? Right? Would that be considered adultery according to the Bible?
Slovakia, if she get a number, she call it a number.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, but I would tell you, bring her to counsel to do what? To make sure that's not the case. You understand?
Right.
And this, you mean your woman do that act, start looking. Start looking.
Slovakia, sir, for me.
Come on.
Is the adultery because you're forcing the adultery on the woman, which makes you guilty of adultery? Because in effect, the woman's gonna go and marry a new man, which
yes, she commits adultery nonetheless also too. But you commit adultery when you put her away for no reason. It's like you just fed up with her. You're just like, you know what? Not just fed up with her. It's you want this other woman, but this other woman is telling you you have to leave this woman to be with me. Or in your mind, this next woman will not understand you having another woman. So you do what? You put that woman away, but you cause that woman to commit adultery.
Right.
You understand? Can't do that. Cannot do that. Now, these women that giving men jackets, there is a reason to leave. To pack your things and leave. Or you give her a deadline and say, you and that kid better go find that father.
Right.
You go find that father. You go stay with them. But it's done. It's done. That's going to stop a whole lot of jackets out.
Right.
Right.
But when
that's why I said the men out here have to really take some responsibility.
Yes.
You know, the kind of woman you laid with and what you put up with.
Yes.
That jacket not really happen overnight, you know.
No, it don't. You're right. It don't just happen overnight.
Yeah, there's
You had to
oftentimes
see
signs.
you see the signs, but you decide
Right.
not to see the signs,
Mm.
right? Because you're a girl clown. You understand,
Mm.
right? Any more on that?
That was
God.
excellent.
Right? No. Give me Ecclesiasticus. Be 26 or 36. Hold on. Bear with me. Right? Right? And the when it comes to marriage, right? What okay, what will stop all of this from happening? What will stop all this jacket from happening? What will stop it? Uh-huh.
If we kept the ceremonial laws or the marital laws.
Okay, we could keep it, right? We could keep the laws, the ceremonial laws, but there's something that must take place. What must take place? In my Proverbs 31 and 10. Everybody know this, right? Proverbs 31 and 10. Where am I going to?
Can a virtuous woman.
A virtuous woman. What does that mean?
Mm. Oh.
Woman with skills, sir.
Huh?
Woman with skills.
So okay. I don't want to give you it, but remember my question, right? What are we going to have to start to do?
Choose women with skills.
That's it. We're gonna have to start making the right choices. Right? Right. You can't go and marry a sister that you know is, for lack of terms, you understand? Everybody on the block talking about her and how, you know what I mean, about, you know what I mean, different, you know, molds and, you know what I mean, parts. No, you don't want that. You're gonna have to, yes, you're gonna have to choose a woman of high moral standards. You understand? You're gonna have to choose that woman. And with choosing her, you're going to have to do what? Those things take time. That's why we have rules in this school set aside for what? Men and women. You understand? Right? You're gonna have to take your time and choose. First step, get out the strip club. You understand? Strip club have you choosing what? Women that appeal to only what? Your lust.
Right.
You're gonna have to stop watching porn. Because you're gonna choose a woman based on your lust.
Right.
You understand? You're gonna have to stop watching mommy. Mommy done had about 5 kids with 5 different men. You a woman like mommy? No, you don't. You understand? You're gonna have to come in here and you're gonna have to learn what to look for in a woman. A sister gonna have to come in here and learn what to look for in a what? A man. And a woman, brother, she have it easy. Why I say she have it easy? And a woman in here I'm talking about. In the world, it's rough. But sister that comes in here have it easy. Why? Why I'm saying that?
So lucky, yes, sir. Because no she would have, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? A brother.
A what?
A brother over, you know what I mean? We can help her find a husband. You know
Which
what I mean?
means she
like
doesn't have to worry about what?
Finding a husband, sir.
She doesn't have to worry about what? You're correct by looking for a word. She doesn't have to worry about choosing.
Choosing.
You understand? She not worry about that. You understand? Yes, she might have a request for a certain brother, but at the end of the day, it's going to be what? It's going to be done righteously.
Right.
You ask certain questions, this, that, the other. You sure, sis? You know, this is for what? This is for life. In my opinion, I don't think you all, you know, I mean, this might go down the way you think it might be going down. Now you're able to what? You have what? Leadership that will what? And when I say leadership, meaning Commander YAHANNA being the one to what? Choose this brother for you.
Right.
You understand? That's how good sisters in here have it. Brothers in here have it. You understand? But in the world, brother, oh, it's bad. It's bad. It's real bad. In these, and when I say in the world, meaning in these other Israelite groups also too, they're in the world. It's bad. The story's gonna come out that these men done been sharing women around, sharing them. You understand? That does not go on in here.
Concubinage.
Right? No, that's not concubine. Concubine.
Well, adultery.
Yes, that's adultery. Right? Brothers don't understand the whole concubine. What is a concubine?
Like a woman married under duress.
Okay, you can't just say a woman, because what do brothers say concubines are?
It's a mistress. The brother think it's a mistress.
What do brothers say concubine are? You ever hear brothers mention that the oppressor woman is your concubine?
Nah, never hear that one.
You never hear that? But that's what they say. Right? But a concubine has to deal with what?
So like you said, concubine is a wife who was gotten through war.
But there's something that a concubine has to be.
Israelites.
She has to what?
Israelite.
Israelites.
Yes. And still is a wife.
Right. She has to be a sister. You understand? Concubine just meant what? It's a status. You understand? It's a status. It come like today, right? Like the oppressor, right? Think like you're a king. All right? Like the king of England, right? Now he is not going to what? He is not going to. Who is he going to get married to? Is he going to get married to some woman in some village? No. You understand? This whole concubine is status. That's why it says what? This woman you take as a concubine is a woman that what? Is a woman that you do what? Hello? Hello? Y'all can hear me? Right? Give me 1 minute. Hold on.
In the chat, there's somebody named Kirk. Kirk says concubine is an outside wife. Kirk, there is no inside and outside wife. No, right. It's not an outside wife. is a wife, but status. I hope when I say outside wife, I hope that's what you're talking about. Status.
Okay.
She don't have the status as the freed wife.
No. Okay. You wouldn't want to say that, right? When I say status, meaning what? How this woman, how you get the woman, right? Right. This concubine was got when what? You unalive her people, her parents. Now she comes in, and now she doesn't what? She doesn't have what? The nails, right? You had to do what? You had to clean up. You cut her hair, right? I believe cutting hair in it too. I forget if it was right. And her nails. You understand? And then after she mourns for a certain period, then you can ask her to do what? You can see she wants to do what? Be your what? Your wife.
Right.
You understand? Right? But she is not gotten like, you know what I mean? Like you didn't get her like you got your wife. Right? Your other wife. Your other wife wasn't you didn't get your other wife through war. And you have to kill her, you know what I mean, unalive her family. Understand? That's why it's stupid right now for you to bring up that this wife you have is a concubine. You're a dummy.
Right.
Because you and her were conquered by another nation. You understand?
Right. So that's not any status right now. All right. You can respond to this comment in the chat, sir. There's it on the screen.
Yeah. No, Kirk. Like a wife, not married. No. That's confusing. You have sex with that concubine. She is your what? Your wife. The name just lets you know how you went about getting your sister. But she is your what? She is your wife, nonetheless. Right? You don't treat her no different, no less. She got treated like that in the beginning because of what you did to her family.
Right.
Okay. Where we at now? What tell it to go?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26.
26. Hold on, I'll tell you the verse. 26 and Sata 2.
The book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 verse 2. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband.
You understand?
And he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
So this is the number one thing on your, you know what I mean? You want to get married? The Bible says what? What did Paul say? Paul said what? It's better to marry than to do what? To burn. If you know, you understand, you want a woman like you then you better choose well. You better choose well. You better check to see if this woman has some type of what? Ability. Maybe she can, you know what I mean? I'm being sarcastic in a way, but maybe she could fold the socks good at. Maybe. Fold the clothes. Like how she fold the clothes. Then guess what? You love her for that. Maybe she has the ability to do that. You understand? Right? But you want to make sure you choose a sister that morality is higher. You understand? You do not want to be going out there and choosing a alley cat. What's an alley cat?
Something that's in the streets.
And it's what? It's wild.
Right.
You understand? That's why we say what? Let that sister or brother come in here, sit down for what? 6 months and do what? Clean yourself up.
That's right.
Clean yourself up. Become somebody brand new. So now we can't say you're alley cat. You understand? You may come in alley cat, but you ain't gonna stay alley cat up in here. You stay alley cat, you ain't getting no name, and you will not be part of this organization. You understand? You might as well go and be, join a Christian church, because the Christian church, they take in strays. They love strays in the Christian church.
Right.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
You want to respond to that question?
What is he saying?
Why would it be better not to marry?
Mm-hmm.
Or would the continuation of the species be assured?
Right. Okay. Why would it be better not to marry? How would you go about looking at that? Did I say you shouldn't marry?
No, sir.
No. What did Christ say out his mouth? What did Christ say? You remember what Christ say? Christ, so I should say also Paul. No. I think Christ said it also too. Where he says some men have a gift. Some men were eunuch. Find that part for me. Mike, give me. It's right there, Matthew 19 and 12. What are Matthew 19 and 12?
Count. The book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 12. For there are some eunuchs which were so born from their mother's womb.
Right. Some eunuch are born from their mother's womb, meaning what? What's a eunuch? Look it up. What's a eunuch?
Man without bones. No
Right,
meaning,
meaning what? Meaning this man cannot do what?
Reproduce.
Yes.
Have sex.
All right.
I can't sex, can't reproduce. Wrong seed.
Select, yes, sir. I have you know.
Come on, you got it?
Select, yes, sir. I have the meaning of you.
Come and read it.
Can. It said, can. A man who has been castrated, especially one employed to guard the women's living area in an Asian court.
Right. So a man without his what? Testicles. Now some men are born without it. Right? Good? Read on.
One. And there are some.
Hold on. Somebody was going to say something.
Another one is an ineffectual person.
A what?
An ineffectual person.
Okay. Well, it's almost the same thing, because once you don't have your testicles, right? Your testicles does what? That's the part that does what? That does the reproducing. That's the part that, you know what I mean, that erection basically gonna come from. You understand? You don't have that. They take that from you. There is a reason why they say certain men were made eunuch to be around women, because you will have no arousing, nothing around women without them testicles. All right. Now read on.
And there are some eunuchs which are made eunuchs of men.
And some are made
and there be
eunuchs of men.
Eunuchs.
And that's one of the what you just read, KR1. Them men was what? Made eunuchs. You understand? Right? Because some king wanted this man around his maid, but he couldn't have a man with his testicles around his woman, because guess what? That man might do what? Might give him a jacket.
Right.
Right? Read on.
And there be eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake.
Right. Some men are what? Made eunuch for what?
The kingdom of heaven's sake.
Read on.
He that is able to receive it let him receive it.
Let him receive it. Why is what is Christ trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Christ himself would have been that kind of eunuch because for the kingdom's sake, he never took a wife. You know what I mean? To carry on the mission.
Why? Because his wife was what?
The truth.
Yes. That's it. Right? No. That's why it's stupid to say what? What is it stupid to say? That whole Timothy where it says what? He shall be a husband of one wife. But Christ didn't have a wife. You understand? A flesh and blood wife. This just, that scripture is not talking about what? Flesh and blood. That's talking about what? You being in the school. Right? Because you go take a wife on ark, guess what happened? Now you're responsible for what? Hold on, Elizabeth, that's very rude. Who's cheating men? Now, a woman like that, you do not want. You understand? Right. You do not want a woman like that. Elizabeth, you should go talk to your man if he's cheating men and see. Right? We here talking what? We read all the Bible.
Right.
You understand?
The one before, above that, sir, he's saying that it's a gay. I suppose he's referring to that a eunuch would be a gay. But
no, a eunuch is not gay. Is not gay. Remember, he said what? Some men are what? Born eunuch, right? And some men are what? Were made eunuch. Right. And these men that were made eunuch was by these what? By their slave master.
Right.
Ain't no man just going to, make himself eunuch unless like today, if he's talking about these people, these men today who decide to go do make that transition from being a man to a woman, yes. Right? That type of eunuch lives a alternative lifestyle. All right? But Christ wasn't speaking about that. Christ was speaking about men who were born, men who were created by other men, and what? And men who choose not to be with women because they wanted to what? To do the truth.
Right.
You understand?
He
right?
Said, okay. He said, okay, sir.
All right, solid. Well, actually, to go now. I think there's one more thing. I think Paul said it. He said, what did Paul say, boy, about marriage? He said it's a gift.
He said it's better to marry than to burn.
Yes, he also said that too.
First Corinthians 7 and 9 are the one.
Go ahead, read it.
The book of First Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 9. But if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn.
Right, they cannot contain what?
Desires.
Yes, the desire. So now he don't want you, because a man burning inside, he is going to do what? He is going to the strip club bar, right? Or he's going to the whole house. You understand?
Right.
So he's saying, if you're burning like that, then brother, go find a woman. but make the right choice. Take your time. Don't just go stick your rod willy-nilly in anything. That could be the last time you do it. Right?
Right.
Right. Any more?
No, sir.
All right. Go to 1 Corinthians 7:7.
Silaki, can you repeat that other one?
1 Corinthians 7:7.
God one can. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 7. For I would that all men were even as myself.
What are you
with every
saying?
man. For I would that all men were even as I myself.
Why? Because Paul did not have what?
A wife.
Yeah, he didn't have a wife. He didn't have a woman. Read on.
God one can. But every man had his power gift of Yahweh, one after this manner and another after that.
Right, meaning he's saying what? To do what he's doing, it's going to be what? It's a gift.
It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah, this ain't, you know what I mean? This ain't easy. You know what I mean? You want to do that, I suggest you go talk to your camp leader, get counseling before you come to that decision. You understand? Because it ain't easy. Some men have what? A gift to go without a woman act. Right? And he is saying this, what? Based on the fact, what? Christ said what? Christ said what? What did Christ say at the end? In Matthew 19:12. What did he say at the end?
So that, yeah, he that is able to receive it, let him receive it.
Yes, yes. That's it. You understand? It's a gift. Now, do you have to marry? No, you don't have to marry. Do you have to have one wife? No, you don't have to have one wife. You can have 2, 3, 4, 5, how much you like. Just make sure you choose wisely. And make sure that woman that you choose is not a what?
Alley cat.
An alley cat and a what? A heathen.
You
understand? Right? And that's it. Elizabeth, come on, you had to tell me why I'm a cheating man. Or why we cheating men. She put the plural on it. Men. She said we all cheating. Elizabeth, like she knows us personally. I want to know what made make us cheating men. We take care of women. We take care of kids. I understand. You Christians talk about love. So it's a sin if 2 women love me, 3 women love me. I thought it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? Love ain't bad. You know what I mean? That's the type of woman that gonna have to come in here and change your life and try and do what the Lord said to do and start focusing on that.
Right.
A man could have as many wives as he wants. King Solomon had 1,000 women. The problem with King Solomon is he chose women of other nation. That was his problem. The Bible is against interracial marriage. The Bible is against same-sex marriage. Against it. All right? All right. I know we up on the time, Akim. All right? Who am I pass the class over to it? Any questions?
Hey, so like sir, before you close, we see Muta coming out against the Bible again.
Uh-huh.
I just throwing it out there, putting a challenge to Muta. I would like him to put forward a social solution to solve this jacket problem in Jamaica without using the Bible.
More time I'd say everybody just walk barefoot.
I would like to hear what him have to say.
Might say don't walk with shoes. You ain't got
What kind of rules could you put out there to prevent this?
He might tell you stop eating food with sugar in it. He might.
I would like to hear what him have to say.
Yeah.
What stupidness he would have to say.
That's you know what I mean, that's an excellent way to put it, Abadawan, of course. You know what I mean? Under all the joke and fun that we, you know me joking, Mutabaruka, you hear what Abadawan say? We want a solution to the problem that is plaguing Jamaicans right now. What's the solution to men getting jacket? What's the solution to, you know what I mean, these women being adulterous? What's the solution?
Right. We just put forward solution from the Bible. I would like to hear him putting it without the Bible.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he has to go without the Bible because he done bashed the Bible already. I want to hear what him. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
so I want to know what them Rastas had to say. You know what I mean? All right.
There one question here, sir.
Come on.
In Shalom, sir. In Exodus 33, while reading Exodus 33, I came across the verses that sparked my interest to want to have an understanding of how the tying and what does it mean. Is Exodus 33, verse 11, 20, 21, 23.
Exodus 33,
verse 11, 20, 22, and 23.
11, 20, 22, and 23.
11. Exodus 33 and 11, right?
Right. 30.
Go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead. Read it number that one.
Exodus 33, verse 11. And the Lord spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. And he turned again into the camp, but his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle.
Okay, what's the question about that one?
What's the question?
Alright, there's always this notion of Christianity speaking, person speaking of no one can ever see God's face. No one knows how it looks, no one has ever seen his face. But in just reading and in the chapter, Exodus 33, when I came across verse 11.
Oh.
Okay, I think I heard the question. Okay, I believe is she said that that Christians say no man has seen the Lord face to face. Right? Good?
Right.
Yes.
But
are they correct? Did any man see the Lord face to face?
Seeing him face to face?
Yes. What did it mean by Moses the Lord spoke unto Moses face to face?
That's it, sir. I'd love to get the clarity from you.
Okay, good. Right? Meaning what? That the Lord just what? Talked to Moses. How the Lord spoke to Adam. Remember, they was walking through the garden and they heard the Lord's voice. What does the Lord use?
Cloud.
No. Okay. Meaning this. For example, right? When they say the law come for you, right? Who actually comes for you?
Oh, Salakia, angel, sir.
Yes, again, but when I asked you about the law, you were supposed to say what? The police.
The police.
Oh, Salakia. Yes, Salakia.
Yeah, right? So now, the angel does what? They are bringing what? The message to what? To Moses. So he It's not the angel's word. It's like the Bible. What do people like to say about the Bible? People who don't want to follow what's in the Bible. They say what? Man wrote the Bible. But the Bible clearly says this is what? These words here is from the inspiration of the who? The Most High.
Most High.
This is the Lord's words you're reading. But prophets come and do what? Read the Bible and break it down for you. You understand? When you say Moses spoke face to face with the Lord, right? As a friend speak it, meaning what? That the angels spoke to what? To Moses.
Right.
Because we knew what? Moses never saw the Lord's face. He saw the Lord what? Moses saw the Lord what? Back. And his face had a glow on it. Where he had to wear what? A veil. Because without the veil, people were just what? Moses talking to you and you looking at what? A face that's just shining. You ain't hearing nothing. So Moses had to walk around with what? Something over his face. You understand? All right?
Verse 20. Verse 20. And he said, Thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live.
You understand? So now, who was speaking to him up top?
The angel.
Right? Yes. Right? And then there was one when Moses was doing what? When I think he was in the bush, like a fire, like the bush was burning. Was it this part here?
No. All right. Verse 22 and 23 as well.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass, while my glory passeth by, that I will put thee in a cliff of the rock, and will cover thee with my hand while I pass by. 23. And I will take away mine hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen.
Yes, so nobody saw his face.
That's what happened.
You understand? The Lord spoke to him. You understand? Right? The Lord spoke to him. Right? It's like the Lord came and spoke to him. I think this part has to do with the Lord slackly. I think the Lord spoke to him on the mountain. This is when he went up on the mountain. And the Lord spoke to him. Right? And when I say face to face, meaning now the Lord did not use the angels in this case. He spoke to him. You understand? But Moses was not looking at the Lord like face to face. You understand? Sis?
Come.
You understand, right? In this case, the Lord spoke to him without using what he normally used, which is who? He used the what? The angels. You understand? Because when you read lower down, it tells you that what? The Lord was trying to explain to him, yo, you can't see me. Ain't nothing going to see me and live. You understand? Right? So nobody saw the Lord. All right? You're good with that?
Concern.
Con.
All right. Okay. And there's one other thing too. Kirk said we need to implement mandatory DNA tests to begin with. We don't need that. Did Moses and them had DNA testing back then? Did Christ have DNA testing back then? No. We had a woman that had high standards. We had men that had high standards. You understand? That's where you have to take it. If you have to implement mandatory testing, then you know what I mean, you might as well, you know what I mean, spiral down. You're going, you know what I mean, you're going down the abyss. You understand? You're gonna have your woman, she's going, lo and behold, it might be your child. She might be right. I didn't do anything. This is your child. I'm not lying. No, you go do a DNA testing, guess what's going to happen? There's trust issues. This is going to bring a whole. Why not? Let's just follow what the Lord said to do. So now we can trust each other. You understand? So now the oppressor, he has to go do DNA testing to figure out if that's his son or not. Because he like to have fun with anything and everything. Right? But let us follow what the Lord said to do. Right? You see a woman, you talk to her, the first thing you ask her is what? Do you have a man? She says no, then it's on and popping. Now you start spitting that game to her. Before you lay down with her sister, hey, you have a father, can I speak to him? You go talk to that father. You man up and go speak to that father. I don't care what condition the father is in. You go talk to that father about that daughter. You understand? You do it. You get a man and he does not want to talk to your father, maybe there's a good gauge to let you know, maybe I should slow down with this. You understand? Maybe. Right? You want to follow what the Lord laid down. We want to do whatever we feel like doing. That's not going to work. Right? Cook. You all know Cook? How about that one?
No.
Cook, this is what you do, right? Next week we will be back here at the same time. Right? I'm gonna answer all the questions. All right. Bring them questions again next week. With that, who are passing the class over to? Can you add one? With that, you have the announcement?
Kind of one council.
All right. With that, pass the. Go ahead.
Arayala.
We usually pass it to Officer Arayala.
Okay.
If you want, I can do.
No. I'll leave it. How you all been doing it? I'll pass the class over to Priest and Officer Ariala.
Wrap it up. These are ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be selected. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 to 10, means a tenth in the Hebrew, Ma'ai Asherah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, the Feast of Purim, 13th of February, or the 15th of February, Salakia. Remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're going to give the captain one courtesy salute.
All right, we'll salute.
Men of Israel, I Madiam. I Madiam Shabbat. I Madiam Barak. Yehovah Shim Yahushai Barakatham.
Yehovah Shim Yahushai Barakatham. Sir?
Which means turn. We're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Madiam. I Madiam Shabbat. I Madiam Barak. Yehovah Shema Edan Bahashim Yahushai.
Hawa Shamar Alatan, Bahasham, Yahawasham.
Yad Yamata, class dismissed.
Shalom warriors.